Hi, my name is Sarah Choate, and I am presenting from the book Marketing, Real People, Real Choices. Today we're going to talk about Robert Choate. He is what they call a decision maker at eBay. Really, he's over marketing, strategic planning, operations, and business development for eBay's marketplace for socially responsible shopping. He holds a Bachelor of Science from DePaul. He has done grad work in computer science at the University of Chicago, and finally, he holds an MBA from UC Berkeley School of Business. His other credentials before taking on his current role at eBay would he was the senior manager for the internet marketing team at eBay. Before that, he was the manager for platform strategy at eBay. Even before that, he was the co-founder and CEO of a website called Monkey Bin, which is a website that allows global bartering as well as corporate trading online. His first venture into the field of marketing would be he started off at McKinsey & Co., where he served Fortune 500 companies and helped start McKinsey's globalization practice. His motto is, "True success is best achieved through humility, fierce resolve, and a focus on doing what's right for others." So, now that we know all about Robert Choate, we need to know what his problem was at eBay. His problem was they wanted to start a new online market for small producers and artisans. They wanted to have a global impact. That way these artisans could use eBay to reach a much wider audience to sell their products. And they called this people positive goods, implying that they impact people and producers within specific communities instead of it just going toward big business. These went to communities where people may have been under the poverty line, where people may have been bartering more for things and that sort of thing. Their problem then with that, wanting to create that new system, was do they have a new separately branded website, or do they add this to the old tried and true eBay that millions of customers already loved and used? Their goal for all of this was long-term revenue as well as social impact. So Robert needed to choose what the best decision for both long-term revenue and social impact would be. And oftentimes, as we will see in the three decisions we discuss in a moment, those two goals seem to butt heads. So the first option Robert had in deciding what to do with this new people-positive potential website, the first option was to customize the existing eBay. They could add additional categories to put people-positive goods in, mark them in some way to set them apart, and just not separate the brand. Maybe tack something on to the end of eBay a little bit in a small way. Some of the pros of this would be it's listed, all of these products are listed to all of the millions of eBay subscribers that there already are, the millions of customers. It also could shed a positive light on the eBay brand as they are beginning to look at helping out artisans and things. Customers will then look at that and see eBay in a different light. They'll think they're doing a good work in the world, and that could benefit the larger eBay corporation as a whole. And also it helps with intangible brand value. So that's more of what we were just talking about with people not really knowing why, but they think of eBay in a better light since merging with this kind of idea. The cons of this, however, is that it is an extension of a business and it's not a new business. The original goal was kind of to create a new business. That was the original idea. The crew that they worked with was a crew of entrepreneurs. So really what they're interested in is new business and starting that from scratch. Also, historically, through some of the statistics on eBay, these artisan goods and these sorts of things that they would want to sell on this new website only sold moderately. So even marking them on eBay may not have a very long or lasting effect. And with that, it may not increase the sale volume. With that, there was a second option. The second option for creating this new branding or this new website, however, they decided to do it just to market the artisan products, would be to completely separate them and have a whole separate branded business. So eBay is not even really associated at that point. Some pros to this is that the website would be highly tailored to the customer. Also, new customers would be brought in because it's branded in a completely different way. Additionally, new campaigns could be brought out, could be developed, and demographics looked at, very specialized toward the audience that they're going for. And also, it would give an opportunity to build an online community of people who are socially aware and conscious, people who would be interested in buying artisan goods. Some of the cons to this, however, would be costs. The costs of starting a new business are paramount, tremendous. The time going into building that website and changing everything would be great. They're starting from scratch, so hiring a whole new team, that sort of thing, or taking people away from their current jobs at eBay may be a problem. And lastly, it's just risky to start a new business, especially when they already know how well eBay is doing. The third option would be, of course, to create a hybrid to find that nice middle ground. It would keep the core of eBay, but the flexibility and customization that they may be looking for in starting a whole new business. So, what that would imply would be to license the domain name, the URL of another company, and to put the names. So, let's say the book gave the example xyz.com, and then put by eBay. That way, you are saying that eBay is in support of this, but it is its own entity. So, the pros of that are that it costs tremendously less money. Also, that it would be listed like eBay. It would be listed on eBay, actually, with all of the different goods still available there. And also that it would have its own separate page. It would have its semblance of its own branding, but still relating back to that eBay. So it keeps the positive brand image for eBay and also builds a whole new brand and reaches a new audience. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. The only cons would be finding that alliance with another company, one that would be interested in sponsoring this, depending on how particular they were or what sorts of things they require of a partnership. So that could be one thing. And with that flexibility, just how flexible can you be when collaborating? It may be easier just to keep it in-house. That being said, Robert chose option 3. So he decided to design a hybrid where they purchased a domain site and worked with another company and kind of put eBay's spin on it and listed their items there. I completely agree with Robert's decision. Initially, I really thought maybe they should just keep it with eBay and list out the things, the new products, to just mark them so people find it. And then I realized if that fact about these types of products not selling very well on eBay, well, then there's a problem and there needs to be a new audience. And so having that new semblance of a business, that new website, would definitely drive that home and would totally bring a new audience into the picture while still maintaining the old eBay audience and not scaring them away in any form. So definitely bringing in the new audience, which caters to the original goal that Robert and his team was hoping to create there. Also, this decision, option 3, a lot less risk than starting a new company from scratch. They wouldn't know how it's going to do. With starting a whole new business associated with eBay, it could just run into a lot of problems. And finally, the alliance even that eBay ended up making, and even if they hadn't done this one, the alliance that they could have made, ends up being good PR for eBay and a good relationship as long as the website is done well and that the partnership is balanced. So I definitely agree with what Mr. Robert Choate did with eBay, and I think that they did a very good job in deciding on how to best combine their needs for both new audience and social impact, keeping revenue and being socially aware and still helping out all of the artisans and crafters who were trying to sell their goods globally. Thank you so much. Have a great day.